Ola falahia tuhane he tolo do volatala ke lata I mai mama hea honei. Koe li lifu whakatonu whano ha Northern Territory Australia ko Kezia Pirik kua yahi mai ki Niue he whaitapu ko mole. Ha koe manako ke kisia I dau puhalanga hua he whano ke pole ha Niue. Ne ai yahi mai ia mo e whakamau kupu he whano ke pole ha lautolu. O hoko atu o lautolu ke he whano ke pole ha Niue he whaitapu ko mole ke whakatutalaanga he whasiwhasianga tupe ue e awhi moi hongo fulmawha ke ue awhi moi hongo fulmalima ha Niue. Koe ka kano kua ahiahi mai alau tolu ke motu ha koe tau whakaholoanga ki lalohifo he matutakianga ha Niue ke whakaholoanga training ha Northern Territory moi tau langmatai ke tau ngahua moi tau whakaholoanga ke whakamaloloa ki e whono ke pule ha Niue. Whalu tau whakaholoanga ke lata mo e whakakoanga he tau whanau aonga ke he mamanga he tau ngahua ki loto he tau whanau ke pule. Ko e tau langmataianga he matakau leo leo ha New Zealand ke tau se tau whakakoanga mai whahi ngahua leo leo ha Niue ke tau puhala ngahua ke he whakaholoanga ke he tau hopo po ke tau whakawhilianga. Ne talhau he takitaki leo leo ko Tony Edwards ko tuku atu e tau manatu malalo langmatai ke he taha whanoanga he Pasifika ke tau puhala ko manako ke mahomo atu ki mua halo tolu o tau ngahua moi mai ke ki mua e tau langmatai mai he whahinga hua leo leo ha New Zealand pia foki mo Australia. I loa mai foki ko e tahani e tangata ne kua pulotu ke he whakaholoanga hopo ke he whahinga hua leo leo ha Niue. Moe manaki foki a ia ke whakaosi hānanga hua ke tau mga hui mua, ai si manaka foki e whahinga hua ke whaitangata ke iloa moe ngā hua ke he tau whahi nei. Kua hoko mai a Sergeant Garth Coffey ke tau se tau whaka akoanga nei ke he tau puhala ne kua maiki ke malikisi ki mua e tau whakaholoanga hopo he tau leo leo ha kua uhuaki ka eke kua mitaki e tau puhala kumikumi. Moi mapopo e tau whaila ngā hua ke maeke ke tātu ke tau whakawhirianga. Ne whakatutala I whoki mo e whalua tangata mo e tau whahi ngā hua he motu ke whalua tau mena ne kua lata whoki ke ononu atu ki ai ke whakaholo ki mua e tau ngā hua he tau leo leo. Aila lewa ia e tākirikiki he tau whiwhene ka kua whita e osi e pele he pool ei. Ko e aho whaiumu ko mare ne paleko ai e tau matakau nei ke he wheua kirikiki he tau whiwhine. Ne pelea I ala kepa mo mutalau si mua a la kepa, pelea liku mo a vasele mua a vasele, pelea hakupu mo makefu mua I foki a hakupu. Maua ngai e makaka he tau matakau la lahi nei tunga a hakupu a vasele mo la kepa. Li ngā toka ni ke he taha he tau matakau nei, tau pelea he tau nei. Ko e tau matakau he pool B a manaki mtolu ke tai he awha yumunei, ko e tau matakau he pool B ko tuapa, la kepa, mutalau, pia foki moliku. Whamle mole matutaki atu ke he tau iki waka hamtolu, ke moa e tau taloa, he nākai la tau se ia e tau taloa. A manaki ni ma tau whene ke mawhala hamtolu a tau paleka kulikiki, he aho wha yumunei. Is our local news for today. The Speaker of Northern Territory Parliament in Australia, Honourable Kezia Pirik, made a brief visit to Niue last week with the Clerk of the Legislative Assembly of the Northern Territory and senior officials. The Honourable Speaker Pirik took the opportunity to observe the Niue Legislative Assembly meeting on the tabling of the Niue Government Budget 2014 to 2015, and gauge the process in which the Niue Legislative Assembly functions. The relationship between the two parliaments is in accordance with the Twining Program and the areas of assistance that the Northern Territory Parliament is able to assist staff of the Niue Legislative Assembly improve in its services and functions to its members of Parliament. Included in the development role was the Education Outreach Program, which was introduced to Niuean High School during their visit. Niuean police are receiving training to enhance their prosecution skills and processes as part of ongoing support from New Zealand Police. In light of the multiple roles that Niuean police perform, they require specialised skill sets to undertake each responsibility, and Chief of Police Tony Edwards says that the department currently has one officer skilled in this area of prosecution who is nearing retirement, and poses a need to upskill and train more staff to take on this role. New Zealand Police Prosecution's National Trainer Sergeant Garth Coffey says that the police prosecution is only as good as the information files based on investigations into cases. While on the island, the New Zealand police representatives have also spoken to various stakeholders in the community to identify areas that they can assist and make an assessment of what additional training may be required. It hasn't been that long since the Niue Women's Cricket opened their 2014 cricket season, now that all Pool A teams have come to an end last Saturday, with Lakapa won against Mutalo, Avasele won against Liku, and Hakupu won their games against Makefu. And there is no question that the top teams so far of Hakupu, Avasele and Lakapa are all vying for the top spot. Only Pool B teams left to thrash it out this Saturday, and they are Tuapa, Lakapa, Mutalo and Liku. Please check with your team managers for the draws, and wish you luck with your pool game this coming Saturday. And here's our news from around the region. While welcoming the lifting of the cover ban in Germany last month, the International Cover Executive Council has urged cover-producing countries in the Pacific to focus on quality assurance if exports to the European market are to resume. IKEC Chairman Eddie Wilson sounded the urgent plea during the Second Pacific EU Business Forum in Port Vila, Vanuatu last week. Wilson said Fiji, Samoa, Tonga and Vanuatu should push for a regional standard for cover that is recognized under the Codex Alimentarius Commission. He said it is crucial to have the regional Codex standard so that cover is labelled as a safe food item for export. Wilson said IKEC is keen on the standard and quality assurance work done by the United Nations Industrialization Organization, the UNIDO. Papua New Guinea's National Court has refused the stay application on the warrant of arrest on Papua New Guinea's Prime Minister, Peter O'Neill. The ruling handed down by Justice Eric Kariko at midday today reiterated questions raised by Kariko during hearings of the application of why the court should interfere in the constitutional role of the police. In his ruling, Kariko said police were not a part of the substantive proceedings which the stay application stemmed from. He also said the applications was not directly associated with the substantive proceedings, which is to determine the legality of the legal bills paid to Paul Paraka lawyers through taxation. The judge said the submissions by Val Maritimos on behalf of the Police Commissioner Jeffrey Vaki that the court has jurisdiction to stay a criminal investigations in support of the stay applications was forceful, and he did not adequately explain why the court should interfere. Kariko said the court has jurisdiction, but should only exercise it in special circumstances. He said a stay granted while the substantive proceedings was yet to be determined was not a special circumstance. The judge also said the submissions by O'Neill's lawyer, Tiffany Twiney Nagore, that there was abuse of process and the arrest warrants were the work of rogue policemen and were politically motivated was only speculation. There was no evidence to prove those assumptions. A new decree has been endorsed underlining that the national candidate list for the September 17th election will not include party name or party symbol. The decree, which amends the Electoral Decree 2014, was assented to by Fiji's President Ratuipili Nailaki-Tiko last week. Section 36 of the Electoral Amendment Decree 2014 underlines the provision, with the insertion of a new subsection reaffirming the decisions not to include party name or party symbol. This means contents of the NCL will be restricted to show just the names of the candidates, their photos and designated candidate number. 4 other changes have been made to the decree, including Section 43, which governs facilities and materials at polling stations. Likewise, Section 53 on voting procedure, where the presiding officer or a designated election official is required to make available to the voter or provide the voter with access to the copy of the NCL together with instructions of how to vote. Fabian Niuean, who is the head of the private development consulting firm, has been nominated by the Federated States of Micronesia government for the Forum Secretarial General post. Niuean, who is from Chuuk State in the FSM, was educated in the United States, where he attained a master's degree in international relations from Creighton University in Nebraska in 1991. Returning home after finishing university studies, he went to work for the FSM Development Bank in Pohnpei as a loan manager for 5 years. He moved to the Bank of FSM first as its vice president and chief lending officer for 2 years, and then for slightly over a year he was promoted to the executive vice president, branch and credit administrator at the Pohnpei Bank headquarters. He left the bank in late 2000 and later set up his own consulting company. From 2007 to the end of 2011, he directed the FSM Government's Office of Statistics, Budget and Economic Management, Overseas Development Assistance, and Compact Management known as SBOC, which combined budget formulation and administration, planning, coordination of overseas aid, and administration of U.S. compact funding. And finally, the President of French Polynesia, Gaston Flosse, has unveiled a monument in honor of the former French President Jacques Chirac, not far from a memorial to nuclear test victims. The unveiling of the stone structure on the newly named place Jacques Chirac in Papeete commemorates French Polynesia gaining more autonomy from France, a move requested by Flosse. The monument is positioned about 100 meters from a memorial to the victims of nuclear tests, which Chirac resumed in 1995. Groups representing the victims have been appalled at the project, especially as Flosse has proposed moving the test victims' memorial further away from the city centre. Flosse's political rival Oscar Timaru has protested plans to name a road leading up to the prison in the town where he is mayor of Flosse and Chirac. Activities marking the first French nuclear test on the 2nd of July 1966 are due to take place on Wednesday in French Polynesia. And those are our news for today.